Hello everybody, welcome back to another
to a
video. And I'd like to show you, this
and
is
I'd like
a
to show you
special
this
video
is a
today.
special video today.
We're going to be
We're gonna be
showcasing a server
showcasing
that I've
a
been
server
playing
that
a
I've been
lot called
playing a lot
Varrock.
called Varrock.
With me here
With me
are
here are
two
two
moderators.
moderators.
You know one of them,
You know one of them,
Umbreon over there.
Umbreon over there,
And then
Well,
the
should
Python.
then the Python.
Basically,
Basically,
we're going to run you down on the
we're gonna
steps
run
on
you down
how
on
the
the steps
server
on
works.
how the server works.
Alright, here we
Alright,
go.
here we go. Alright.
So obviously, once you spawn in, you will obviously have to type slash rules to accept the rules, and once you're done, you run straight in the portal up ahead to start your journey into the
open world
and hit slash RTP.
/RTP.
But of course, you must be very
Of
careful
course, you
when
must
you
be
do
very
that.
careful when you do that.
Alright, now here's what you get.
Here's what you get.
Oh
to be
wait, no, I
attacked.
don't.
Oh wait, no, I don't.
Lucky.
No, that's still the old spawn. Oh, did you actually go through?
Yeah, I had to follow. And once you go through the portal, it'll be at the old spawn location where you can see your user-specific
stats,
the richest bank, the bank
the
XP
bank
leaderboard.
XP leaderboard.
Do not mind that it says money.
I will ignore that. And then every job leaderboard.
Why does it have that head?
Of course, right here in this spawn, you can see a lot of the main commands. Some of them might not work now. Due to what it is. And Varrock is a permanent SMP. Number of players online
is normal.
This is the old
This
treasure
is
hunter
the
thing.
old
We will
treasure
get
hunter
to
thing.
that in a
We will
minute.
get to that in a minute.
It still works even though it's
I
the
know.
older one.
Alright, so wait. One of our
Go.
passive
One of our
stats
passive stats that a lot of people use is mining.
Showcased multiple times. That people can't. There will be skills, so the more you mine, the better stuff you can get will be.
As you see.
The higher level you're mining, the stronger you become mining.
Destroy
those blocks around you. Not only mining, you got fishing as a very common stat for people to do. Remember, fishing has custom things that they can give you. So you don't expect a normal fish when you pull on your next reel. When you're survival member, you always get attacked by other players. With the custom combat skills, it will be very dangerous to run into other people. Events. In these custom events, random mobs like a weapons goblin can spawn in, which people would call extremely dangerous.
I just got anti-exploit because it went underground.
Which, yeah, he just got punished for trying to fight it, guys. Oh, so this is the second one running straight towards him.
Wait, what? Oh, that's the treasure one.
As you guys can see, very dangerous indeed. Not to mention, this is also a different part of the world. The wild area, you will always be active.
Alright, so guilds on this server work in many ways. You could have guilds either to go mining or anything. This is a server that's very related, that's going to be very based off of RuneScape. So it's going to be very similar to RuneScape in the way that they have a mining guild, a fighting guild, and many more. If you were to get your skills high enough, let's say you get 3 of your skills to level 120, which is the max for each skill. Besides for farming could go up to 200. You're able to get your very own custom world, where it has custom terrain. You get your own custom like house. It'll be either a castle, you get to choose it by the owner. So you would have to get in a private VC with the owner. You get multiple rooms. It's also in peaceful.
Talking about levels, how helpful do you think jobs and getting high levels would be for a thing?
Job levels and combat levels, like Arlium skills, are two different things. So for job levels, they wouldn't really count to getting, like, your own custom world where it's on peaceful all the time. You could have your own storage. No other players are able to visit that area besides for admins and staff.
So what
But
happens
staff.
if the guild leader just doesn't play anymore? Your old one. Would there be a transfership in guild leaders?
No, you would still be the guild leader. Most people would probably just leave your guild and you'd be left alone. Your world would be untouched, but if you ever do come back, your world will still be here. There's no limit to how long you could be outside of this world. It will always be permanently here unless you ask the owner to get rid of it if you will no longer be
So
playing.
this would be a great time to talk about enchants. Like, explain how custom enchants work.
I would actually get into two things. So if you would follow me upstairs, I'll take you to the library.
Keep taking me so far.
So this is my library. It's my personal one. If you were to look up here into this shulker box, you could see a bunch of custom enchants I recently bought from a player.
So what does it mean by success rate and destroy rate?
The success rate means how successful it will be on applying to like an item and everything. So let's say for this wooden sword example, let's say I were to go over here. We got some enchants. Let's see. None of those are actually for swords. So let me look for some sword enchants real quick.
How would we attain the enchants?
You would just have to do the command /E, which is just by how it is. Okay,
so how do we purchase these? It says XP. What type of XP does it mean?
You would have to use experience, as in just the experience, not the levels, but it would take like a percentage of the experience. So let's say
right click it, and I got range 3. 97%.
And as I just threw you a sword with interrupt 2, interrupt gives the enemy's mining fatigue. So when attacking a player, it has a chance of giving them mining fatigue.
Alright.
There is actually 2 types of custom enchants currently. We don't know if they're gonna both stay or one will be dominant over the other. As I just gave you a diamond sword, if you go through structures, because you can find custom structures throughout the world, they have their own, like if you were to use them, let's say you do one hit and then you use the durability, it'll start showing all the custom enchants because it needs a second to load.
Also, like to point out, if you kill players, you can obtain player heads. As shown right here.
I currently do not have any on me, but there is also another feature I would love to get into, which is custom arrows. So these custom arrows will have their own abilities. Currently, I don't remember off the top of my head what abilities they have, so that'll be up to you to test out. Fletching tables now have their own unique GUI and everything.
Feature. And also, we're not going to talk about this because it's a pretty small detail. Totems do pop up without being in your offhand.
Also, as you've been seeing me opening up the bookshelves, you can left-click bookshelves and they work as a double chest, but they only work for books. So if you like, let's say you put a god sword hilt. There are also god swords, which I'll get into a little bit. If you were to try to put anything other than books, it would reject it and it will send it back to your inventory.
So, as we say, what are the things that aren't allowed on the server?
We would say duping isn't allowed. Any type of threats, as in, what was the thing that we just recently had? IP grabbing and everything. No X-ray. Basically the normal things. Would also say do not.
As what was recently brought up.
Yeah, recently brought up was auto clickers. So do not use anything that would be any cheats or anything.
Can you also explain here what your guild is and what their goal is?
My guild goal, we don't really have a specific goal, but it's to build. It's like one of them is to build like our own like type of city, which currently we're in the work in. This is also my room personally. I was the first player to kill the Ender Dragon, and they have a custom dragon head.
Yeah, so like speaking about it, how important is it to join the Discord?
You would get okay, to join the Discord would be very important because you could join giveaways and everything by other players or by the owner himself. He would be giving away money or custom items. It just depends on how he's feeling. There are also, as you do have perms here, I'm pretty sure. Look inside this barrel. There are god hilts and god swords.
Yeah, of course.
So-
Only Java can see your texture, but Bedrock can see what about it. Can see a lot of things.
Can see a lot of things.
Textures that I can't see, but Java would.
And if you would like to send a clip of the god sword I sent you on your Java account, that's the Gothic sword. Gothic sword has sharpness 10. It has hold on, I gotta look through it. It has looting 5 and breaking 4, and sweeping edge 5. This is also a Java PvP server, so if it is
Slow
both Bedrock
clicks.
yeah, slow clicks.
So other thing is though, since we just saw this in chat, people are wondering what treasure hunter keys are. So the way
Treasure
to
hunter-
get there is to type /th, which we'll go to right now.
We also have broadcasts, so you have broadcasts for like tips or anything, like how it says totems work in your inventory, you're able to /claim.
So what would you say is the difference of how useful it is between a treasure hunter and a legendary?
There's a lot of like big differences. One is the loot difference. For treasure hunter, the best items would be at a 0.5% chance,
Yeah.
but the jackpot would be at a 0.05%.
So if I may here, I'm actually gonna do a display of how it looks.
So it
And-
cycles through all the items, and it
yeah,
would
I
pick
got a level
one
one,
of the very few items.
And I was really hoping to get like the $250,000 one just on the vid. That would have been cool.
Next
Alright.
one would have the legendary treasure hunter, where you could actually get the god swords, and you could also
Yeah.
get netherite, free netherite, the god sword hilts, enchanting bottles, and the rarest things so far would have to be the Santa hat, the golden Easter egg, and the unbind scroll. The unbind is more for elite mobs. So we also have the elite mobs plugin, which is also for the wild world, as we have. I think we do have footage of, or I'll just show the books that I have currently.
Oh.
These are those are blast protection and
What is those?
Bane of Arthropod book. So what they
Oh.
do is you could do /em enchant,
Oh.
and you could put them on an elite sword. Sadly, it would not go on a normal sword, but if you get an elite sword, you're able to add multiple enchants, like those leggings I just dropped to you game.
Oh, sorry.
So you're able to get multiple protections, multiple you can put any enchant on those items just because how it
Yeah,
is.
so speaking of the enchants, what is the limit you can have of the
For
custom
those
ones?
enchants,
Because you said,
Oh,
if I remember,
custom.
custom ones have limits.
Okay, so the first custom, which is I don't necessarily remember the name of
Yes,
it.
I have my city
but
instructor.
Okay, so the ones that show on the obsidian sword, which is /E for the enchanting, the
As we
success rate and
discussed
everything.
earlier.
discussed earlier.
Those have a limit of 4, but with slot increasers, you could increase that up to 7. So you could have 7 custom enchants on one item.
Of course, armor trims are also in this game. As you can see on this account, you saw on the Java one earlier. So I think the biggest thing to say here is how hard do you think it would be to grind on the server?
The Arlium skills does take a very long time, as it did. Also, can I get the leggings back? And the books.
Okay. So how long? Is it pretty easy to do it in general? Like to obtain a lot of the skills.
The skills are very relatively just straightforward. Combat, you kill animals, you kill
Fishing,
mobs
you
and everything.
fish.
Which of course,
Everything
if
is just
we
straightforward.
type /skill top it on a specific skill, it'll tell you who's top any of the skill. But the
And if you just leave it as-
itself is good.
Nobody's toxic. It's very chill. The server isn't like, oh, you have to grief to get what you need. No, you just grind it. Like everybody, they're just really chill. You could teleport to people. No TP trapping either.
Oh, well, it's
There
not
is
you can
keep
get anything.
inventory.
'Cause there's angel chest either way.
There is angel chest, yes,
So yeah,
and
you can't kill people for their loot.
you can't kill people for their loot.
and combat doesn't work. So if you
If
were
you
to
turn
trap them, they
/PvP
could
off.
just tell.
So,
There is also the
So-
spawner hunter key, which allows you to get spawn eggs. The rarest ones being the wither skeleton, creeper, warden, and evoker.
So is there a reason how
So
it is
is
that
there
my
a
village
reason how
is
it is
so
that my
low?
village is so low?
Villagers are the lowest. I believe the owner just put it just because they're very easy to obtain.
Mm-hmm.
And because you're able to breed them and everything. Everything else, it's relatively simple to get.
Yeah, and I
What I
yeah,
would see. Wait, what?
like how would you create things like
create
guilds? Like
things like guilds?
like would you willingly ask people to join new guilds and start doing guilds instead of joining one guild?
joining one guild?
I would recommend that, but I feel like a lot of people like to stick together. So that's why the guilds at the moment are
Yeah.
very limited.
Like 4?
There's not too many. There is 4 guilds, yes.
And
if
yes,
you do
guys, I
slash
am in
guild
Umbrella
list,
Guild.
if you were to do slash guild list, there's actually 5 guilds, which
I'm right,
Ashua
yeah,
is a
I'm
band
right.
member, so his doesn't really count too much.
Alright.
Since he was recently banned for trying to grab the owner's IP. There's also Spongy Cat, which
So,
is a moderator.
The
which
guilds
is
that
an
are up
admin.
right now are Solden, I can't pronounce Godfoot's one, Hogwarts, and Mushroom Kingdom.
Pandatherium. Therian.
Thank you.
Thernia? Pandathernia.
I don't know if we're
I don't know if
ever
we're ever
get
gonna
to
get
this of shops. How does that work?
How does that work?
If we could go to
Alright,
an
if you
area where
follow
shops
me-
go.
This is all within spawn, by the way. The treasure hunter is within spawn, within a little cave.
everything.
You
Yeah,
gotta find it.
I'm gonna fly because I have wings.
Wait, no. Take it slow, because we gotta look for someone. There's also NPCs that walk around, but currently
You
there's
look
only
for NPC,
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
let's just
actually
take a
gonna
moment
look
to look. Oh, we got... Oh, Windows. I didn't even know he existed yet.
Oh,
we
and
got the
guys,
master
cool thing to know,
stats.
there is a parkour course if you feel bored. I don't know what you
Oh,
get for
found
completing
it.
it, 'cause I've never attempted it.
We
So
also have
follower of
Theradoman.
Why do
Theradoman.
you just know all the pronunciation? So if we could go to teach them what player shop is.
So over here to the right of spawn, when you spawn in, there's gonna be a player shop.
Wait, I'm
I'm
loading.
loading.
So how does this work? How would you set up a shop here?
Currently, we are still working out the mechanics to it, or I don't even know if it is done or not.
So like
So you would have to left click the or right click, depending on your device.
chest, right?
You would have to speak with the this what's his name, Phil. You would have to stick with Phil. And in chat, he would ask you, how do I get my own store space in your mall? Second one is, what are the rules here at the mall? 3, can you tell me about yourself? Or 4, no thank you. If you were to type the number in chat, it would either continue the conversation or it would end the conversation.
Alright.
We will not show a specific thing, but if you were to speak to one of these guards
A
in
cool,
this
interesting
facility,
thing
they
would
would
be said.
There is lore to the server.
That people made. Here's a shop right here, right? It's MCB's Dark Shop. How does this work?
So the shops basically they would have well, we could go to
Chest,
a normal
but we would
shop,
need
but-
chests here, right?
Yeah, we
Wasn't
would
that the
have
old way?
to.
Wasn't that the old way? So you place chests around and then boom, shop.
boom shop.
Yeah, and then you select an item that you want to
Yeah.
sell or buy, and you just leave it there, and people will just occasionally come over, buy or sell any items to you.
Alright. So, how annoying do you think it is to just play on a general basis?
It's not really annoying. It's more of just chill. Sometimes it does get to the point where like we need some action, but that's why we're looking for more players to join, make things spiced up. Currently, if you were to do slash skill top, there's not really much competition. So if you're looking into a server that's like
I won't show
relatively
slash
new,
skill top here, but I would let them figure out how it is. I would recommend try to go for combat and try to pass the person in front of me who is top in air.
Wait, where did you go?
I'm behind.
Oh, you
I'm
went.
behind. Watching game.
So yeah, currently I am the top player in combat skills, and also probably in PvP as well.
So you're like the top player on the server right in the moment, right?
At the moment, yes,
Who
because
would
it's
you say are
not
the
really
other
that.
two?
the other two?
I would probably, in stat-wise, I'd probably say Spongy Cat, because he has a lot of a combat skill based. So he has a lot of combat.
Accept the TP of my other account, please. Alright, so now here's a very interesting thing. The one next to him now is Java. If you don't know this already, Atlas with Bedrock, there is a plus in front of his name. Would you like to explain why is that?
Well, it's mainly for the coding side of things. So how Bedrock and Geyser works is that depending on your site and everything, it would say like a different thing in the front. So some servers say a dot, some servers put a underscore. So it just depends on the Geyser that they have.
What, is there a way, he has citizen, and you have mod, is there other ranks in that, or no?
Currently not, but we are looking into adding more. I don't know, because I don't... Maybe a media rank, yes.
Damn it.
But you would have to look at other players, because I don't know if it shows like the ranks. If you do /rank, actually, you could unlock different ranks.
Show the menu.
Which they do
so
show
it goes from bronze.
If I have it. If my Java actually ranked and other things,
I can't because I'm in conversation.
Oh, just put the number 4 in chat.
Damn it. I did not know I was in a conversation. I'm on the conversation more.
Okay, so ranks scale from bronze all the way to dragon.
Iron,
what
to
you would
steel, to mithril, to adamant, to runite, and dragon. So why do you have dragon as the highest?
Dragon is the highest just because, well, I feel like the owner just liked the idea of dragons being the top thing. Since, dragons are seen as, like, the most powerful, they're the longest lasting creatures.
Yeah.
They're not the easiest to kill.
Why is kill the dragon how hard would that be to kill?
So if, we'll cut to a segment later on, we'll spawn in the dragon, and the dragon could spawn up to having 4,000 or even 6,000 health. And it also has a lifesteal ability, so killing the dragon would normally require about 4 to 5 players.
So averagely, was it different when you first played about fighting the dragon, or no?
First time we fought the dragon, it was around 2,000 to 3,000 health, and the way I did it was I flooded the end, so it would be less mobs, less endermen, and less shulkers. And
man, I really wish I had a clip of that.
So the shulkers back then had a lot of they spawned in the end. They still do, but it's not as much. The chances are reduced by a lot, and the end is spawn claimed by the admins, so nobody just griefs it or anything,
Yeah. So how?
So it's actually playable.
How nice would you say the community is to the newer players, when they first start out?
I would say recently we've actually had a good influx of players, especially from our own group and from MCB. He's actually, I believe he's a moderator. He was recently added, I think.
Yeah.
He actually brought in a lot of other players that not even I know. So our player base are very welcoming.
Of course,
and
IP and port will be in the description and a little later in this video. Okay, so how would you rate your stay on the server so far being as a mod?
Well, at first, when I was first starting out, I was always told that it was going to be very difficult to live in the Nether and everything, because I didn't have plans to live in it. I just heard it was just going to be very difficult to even survive in it. So when I was first joining, it was a little excitement because it was really nothing that I've really done in the server.
Yeah.
So when I first joined,
So talking about this, why you got discovered? Why would you get this? Is that a common occurrence for you?
No, it just seems like my Wi-Fi just went down for a second.
Oh, so that's I don't know. I'm not bringing this up because I've been seeing this recently. As a Java person right now on the server, I cannot see Bedrock skins for some reason. That might just fix later on. Because like a few days ago, it wasn't working.
That just might be a geyser thing, because I think there was an update recently.
Okay. Also, gonna point out. Let's look at our other gamer friend over here. He's gonna showcase an item that looks like a heart of a sea. But realistically, it is a fish bag where you would go to collect your fish, and you would sell these fish for a lot of money. Of course, being the top fisher as I am, of course I would have it. My general rating on the stat would be very good. Like, I don't have any issues with the stat. And stats are pretty good from seeing what I've known, and none of the players have been really bad either. Recently, we just got our other two friends, Kate and Zombie in the server, and Blame joined recently, so expect them to see it.
There's also a thing about the server, we plan on never resetting the overworld. The overworld will always be the way that it is.
Alright.
If you find a player's base, and if they have left the server, they don't have no claim around it, no nothing, then yeah, it's free game, anybody can take it.
Of course, only you could answer probably this question here. How would you rate the punishment system?
We are a very free server and everything. We don't punish very harshly. We just, if something happens, we'll give you a warning. If you don't listen to the warning, then we'll have to bring a little bit more action to it. We're a very chill staff team. We don't go out looking for any, like, we do look out just in case players are cheating or anything, but we won't we won't look into very harsh punishments. We'll say like either you get banned for like, let's say, a day or a week. But if it's like something minor, you just either give back the item or anything. Like, depending on what happened.
Here's something big that they should know. In chat, you can talk to people in the Discord from in-game chat, which I find extremely helpful. In case someone's not able to hop on, they can tell me outside of game to tell me it's true.
Also, there's a there's a very useful thing that you could do. If you do /plugins, you could actually see the plugins list of everything we have. It's alphabetically ordered, so if you want to look into everything. Also, a really neat thing is that we actually have our own coder, which is called Spongy.
Dang it, I didn't do
Spell plugin right.
Spongy actually made his own plugins called Spongify.
Interesting.
And he's been helping with like keeping everything more organized, making sure everything works. He also made like a repair command, but I don't know it at the very moment because it's very new and takes me a bit of time.
So how often do updates and giveaways happen?
Giveaways happen, let's say, about every so often. It's more of a random thing. It's not really a planned thing.
Yeah.
And events, we're trying to look into adding mini games into the server. So there's gonna be like really nice mini games. Like, let's say there's gonna be like a lava survival one.
Why haven't you guys asked me?
I make mini games.
Well, we'll see what we can do with that.
Great. I might have something I don't want to do. I'm forcing Galaxy to do it.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna force Galaxy to do it with me. So, how big a diversity do you think Bedrock and Java is? Imran?
What just happened?
Something with the Vogue?
I was about to... what's a para item?
Love, that's good.
Okay. That was soulbound to me, but I don't know why it just dropped out of my inventory like that.
Actually, that's a perfect time to bring that up. What's soulbound?
Soulbound is a feature for the elite items and everything, which allows other players to not be able to pick up players' loot. Let's say for this bow. This bow, it's not soulbound to me. No. This is probably up on my other account. I may have accidentally grabbed it because this helmet is actually soulbound. So let's see Game Runner trying to actually pick it up. As you can see, he cannot pick up this item at all, or nothing. But there is a way, which is the Unbind Scroll, which we covered earlier, which those were actually Night Wolves, but now Game Runner is able to pick it up, and I am as well.
He's gonna kill you for that. He's gonna kill you, but that's fine.
There is currently only 3 Elite Netherite armor, which I own all 3 because I've bought one off of someone else, and I've taken the leggings because the owner is on my guild, and he doesn't really mind too much if I were to take it or not. Yeah, it's Nightwolf. He's just
Oh, you mean Nightwolf?
He's actually
I thought you meant like Monk.
No, Nightwolf is currently at a military training and everything because he's doing also military.
So I guess the other thing here is before we get ready to start wrapping up is how thinking here, like had it in my head earlier. How hard is it, I guess, to know the commands? Like
that's actually really nice. You actually brought that up because if you do /spawn, if anybody has been paying attention to the spawn, there's actually a command book that you could actually purchase for like 1 penny. Let's say that it's just 1 cent.
Oh, does that give you the commands of everything?
Yep. So you can buy that, and then it says the rules to do /accept the rules, do /RT.
I don't remember all the commands.
There's /claim help, /PW help, /day and night actually changes the day and night cycle. So you could. There's /skill help, so it could show you all the skills that you could also do /jobs. You could do /bank balance and etc. All you'd have to do is just purchase it from here, which I believe Monk actually has to fix it and make it an unlimited supply.
Alright, also, I guess this is another thing you might not know or maybe you know. What's the diversity of between the Bedrock and Java community? Here? Like, how divided, are they divided like a lot or?
No, everybody's more like worked around together.
Yeah.
A lot of the staff are more Java side, but I believe MCB and me are actually Bedrock. The owner is also Bedrock, but he also owns this, which is a Java Bedrock. No, he doesn't own both. He just has a server for both, so it's not only one-sided. Because most times on the servers, it's always like a Java owner and everything, since it's a lot easier to code and everything for Java, but he actually does everything himself, so a lot of the coding is done by him.
So, how well do you think the staff community like? Because like, for being someone who's in the I've suggested things and it has happened. Like, how commonly does that happen?
We do look into player suggestions. We also have support tickets, which anybody could open up if you want to ban appeal or something. We are always free to do that. You just have to go into Discord.
Yeah, and I would remember that. I'm pretty sure the only thing that can get you in trouble is like what's the rules on stealing and griefing?
Those are also 2 serious offenses for the server, so stealing and griefing. Stealing not too much if like you're caught doing it, which we do have logs of everything. So let's say you open. Let's say let me just do /ignore. Let me do an admin command right now. So let's say I wanted to ignore this command. I could just open up this chest and I could see whatever's in it.
Alright.
So let's pretend this is like a normal player's inventory or like chest or something.
You can check art stuff. Can you check art inventory only when we're online or offline?
We could do both. So let me do /
So like here, take my command book from my inventory if you can. As he sets that up, I'm gonna also talk about that. Like honestly, you guys haven't seen. I'm running out. You took my sword. I don't think that's what I told you to grab. My armor.
Wait, I just realized I could have just taken like this stuff out of your inventory a while ago. Also, why does it show
Put
so
seeds
much?
in there.
Seeds in there.
Okay, I don't know where your armor goes specifically, so I'll just drop it to you.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Oh wait, hold on, I just gave you the wrong sword. That's also we do have custom swords,
Yeah,
which is not just
yeah,
only
we'll
the
show the
god
picture
sword.
of that
We'll show the
later.
picture of that later. Is it the wrong sword? Yeah, it is.
Okay, where if I?
So we do
What else did I
have.
take from
the-
you?
What
You
else
took
did
my
you take
fishing
from
rod.
me? You took my fishing rod.
No, I
Where'd you
don't
drop
have
that
the
to me?
fishing
Where'd you drop
rod.
that to me?
I don't have. I took the fishing. Where is it?
I think I have it.
I could find.
Oh yeah, I found it. It's the fish bag. It's on your left side or right
Wow,
side.
I
I
knew I
can't
had the
tell.
fish
I think
bag.
right
I had the
side.
flash bag the whole time.
Okay, so wait.
Okay, so
I
wait.
know we probably won't bring this up ever because you don't talk about it in a video. What about your YouTube right now? As we can cut into this real quick. Are you planning on recording like stuff on Varrock and putting them on YouTube? Just like you stream full VOD and post it on your channel.
Post it on your channel.
I'm also planning on doing more of Twitch because I don't really do too much YouTube since I don't really like I don't really like edit or anything since
You don't need to edit.
I'm
If you just make it a VOD,
Just
of
make
a
it a
VOD
VOD
thing.
thing.
Put that back.
Put that back.
That is incorrect.
That is incorrect.
I
You're
don't
putting
know
them on
where
the
this is-
wrong slots.
Wrong slot.
Okay,
Put the pants where the helmet
The pants
was.
where the helmet was.
wait, hold on. What if I were to do? Wait, hold on. What if I did that? What would that look like in your
Oh.
inventory?
Chest plate and pants
Chest
area,
plate,
pants area.
So,
I know some people have custom color names. How does that happen?
You could actually do /Nick, which is for
So
nickname,
there is a
So
slash
there
nickname
is a
feature
slash
in here.
nickname feature in here.
and you're able to customize your username to be anything you want. But in
So
the
can a
normal,
bedrock person technically remove the plus on their thing or no?
they could, but it wouldn't do anything. To do commands, you'd still need the plus.
Okay.
So let's
So-
say I do /TPA TH. It's not gonna work because it's a
Yeah.
bedrock player, so I have to do.
We would have
the
to
plus
talk about
key.
slash TP real quick. It's not just slash TP. You gotta put the A in because you can. TP just in general, right?
Just in general, right?
Yeah, because the admin commands are TP, but TPA means to a
Yeah.
player, and you're able to ask for permission. You could also do /TPA here and then put the player's name. So let me just do game runner real quick. And then
Yeah.
if he were to accept, he would be teleported to me. And as we can tell, one of our members currently is in the wild world. You could tell that because in chat, occasionally you'll say a goblin or something has spawned.
I guess we can talk about money. real quick.
money real quick.
Money,
I just
we're
right now
trying to-
I just gained
I gained
266 interest. What's
So
the rate
money-
on that? Why do I do that?
So banks actually have interest. So let's say let's say my balance, I have about 56,000 just on me casually. If
Yeah.
I were to put that in the bank, it would earn me interest. So right now I have $19 million in my bank.
Yeah.
So if I were to deposit all the money into there, I would now have 19,071,000 because I
Yeah.
also had
Yes.
7,100,000 because I also have some spare.
So would you recommend like
Would you
people
recommend
putting all their money in their bank a lot?
I would say at least keep about like 100 with you or like 200 so you're able to teleport around.
Because like that's something to bring up. Some TP or player warps cost money.
And some cost more than others. So some of them, like I know one of the potato ones does cost about 20,000 because that's what one of the players set it to being.
What?
The players, yeah, I don't know why. I think it was actually Python. One of Python's player
Wow.
warps is actually
Wow.
20,000.
Okay, so then I guess we should get ready to close this up here.
and
Thank you
thank
for
you
your
for
time
your
here
time
on
here
Umbreon
and Java Gamer.
A few times we see this
If you
guy.
do-
You got to see this guy.
If you do want to show a clip of the tools and everything, I would be.
Which we most
I'm
likely
pretty
will
sure
do.
you,
likely will do.
you would have to do it from your Java side because
Of
that's
course,
where
we
it
can
shows
record
it.
where some of the textures are.
Also, wait, one last thing about elite armor. I would say it is very much worth it to start from the bottom with elite armor to work your way up. Because it has taken me hours and hours and hours to grind my armor, which is currently Diamond Elite armor.
Yeah.
Diamond Elite armor is actually, it's not unbreakable, but it just takes much, much more effort just to break your armor. But for Netherite, it is unbreakable.
So, General, do you think this will be easy for like starting players to just join in with friends and have fun? Like, you have to play seriously for the skills and stats.
You don't have to play seriously, it just depends on your own style. If you like to build, you can build. We have our own features like the wings enchantment for that, and
we both have been using.
And we also have, as you have seen with the mining clip, we have the notch pickaxe, which has efficiency 9, but I believe right now it has efficiency 10 and fortune 5. But you could also get the trench enchant.
So are the pickaxe or are those level enchantments not possible for casual players?
They are very much over leveled, but it's not to be too overpowered. I think currently it just crashed again. Oh no, it's just a little lag spike.
So would you commonly say that you would encourage people to join the game with their friends, make a guild, and then have a party and stuff like that?
Of course, the server is always friendly to new players. We always try to have an open community. I will also do Q&As occasionally, probably once a month. I'll do. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing Q&As and everything. I just haven't had time since we have been developing new like textures for weapons and tools and everything. And later on, we are actually planning on adding new armors, so you'd be able to, I would say, for like a spoiler, let's say adamantite, I believe is one of them. I don't necessarily remember.
So I guess as it is, we better start wrapping it up here. I would recommend people to join Varrock at a solid 10. What about you?
I would say it's a solid 10 as well. We don't have any admin abusing, we just have casual admins like teleporting. Like me, I would teleport to you randomly. It'll just be like to say hi or anything, or just to give you random stuff out of my own inventory. Because I grind for all my stuff. I grind too much, like as other players have stated. I grind way too much.
That's why I am enchantment grabber.
Like for skills, I grinded out like defense all the way to 50.
Yeah, because you weren't always mod in the beginning, right?
I was not. No, I was recently actually added to moderator, which I was actually promoted to senior moderator.
Yeah.
And as you can tell by me running around a lot, I just don't sit still. You see me running around. You see me AFK, but like you don't see me like sit down very often.
Yeah. Speaking of which here. I think this server will do great, and if you like I say 10 people join the server and type in chat, game runner sent you. I will do not just a live stream, we'll also record a video of me playing with the viewers. Other gamer,
enjoy that.
Interesting. We got a shot of that. Why are you always trying to kill Java Gamer?
Just punching him. Also, if you try to punch a player while combat is off, you would just be pushed back. You could spam it. You would just get like pushed around.
Well, as that is it. Thank everyone so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this man. I guess keeps hitting me.
Trying to get like particle effects on.
I know what he wants there, guys. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out Varrock. I will send out all the stuff in the description, and I'll be putting it up on the screen right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.